All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. And as you can see, today we've got a new setup. Let's roll it. Let's give it a crack. Fade it out, fade it out.
Welcome back to the podcast. We might work on that.
Yeah.
But definitely something to look into.
Quick one today.
Yeah, we're going to do a real quick one. We're going to talk about Origin.
Plenty of talking points leading into this one.
Obviously, we'll start with the team changes. The return of Pierce.
How do you feel about it?
I'm happy, man. I think all Pierce lovers have been waiting for this.
Yeah.
It's been a long, 10 years or something. Well, actually, how long since he's been?
Well, it hasn't been that long since he's been out.
He's lost for that long.
But yeah, he just didn't win.
Yeah. But no, I think it's good. I think there's a lot of controversy around him not being picked 1 and 2, or him being injured.
Yeah.
But he wants to play game 3, so I'm happy about it.
Well, it was an obvious choice in the end.
Yeah, but they were talking about moving White into 6, Maloney obviously 7, and then putting Latrell back in the team.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think to the average fan, it definitely seemed like the obvious choice to put just chuck Pierce in there.
Yeah, he's been there before. Obviously, he hasn't won, but I think this is a real good chance for him to win.
Yep.
I'm a bit scared, though. I'm confident we're going to win, but if we do lose, it's going to be straight away Pierce.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I just don't know if – I don't think that's going to happen, firstly, and I don't think he will cop the blame.
You reckon?
I don't think so. I think Freddie will cop the blame a lot, I reckon.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
But in saying that, as we see it now, the first game was the only game that we lost, and it's pretty fair to say that we probably did pick our strongest team, regardless of form. Probably Pierce should have been in there, but if you want to go off last year's winnings, that's probably our strongest team that we had at the time.
Yeah, that's true. Cody Walker was playing good footy for Souths.
Yep.
But obviously it didn't work out. No Ponga for Queensland. What's your thoughts about that?
Pretty happy as a New South Wales fan, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Ponga's like one of the only players that really scares me as a New South Wales fan.
What was our last, probably 2 podcasts ago when we were talking about this?
Yeah.
We both said, this was before game 1, we're both like a bit worried because of Ponga and Munster.
Yeah.
And then look what they did in game 1. Obviously he wasn't there in game 2.
Yeah. How do you think Munster goes at fullback?
Oh, he was one of the top, probably 2 or top 3 when he was playing fullback.
Yeah.
I think he moved to 6 in Origin for Slater, and now he's back to 1. Brings in Norman as well.
Normie.
I'm happy about that. I love Normie as a player. I love Norman. Like, he's a bloke. I don't know if he's the guy you want to throw it. Like, I don't know. He's a really good footballer, but game 3, like, fuck.
High pressure game, Origin debut. It's pretty massive for him, but
he's been clutch for Dragons all year as well.
He's had a few injuries leading into it, but
yeah, that's right. He only just got back a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you can see how bad Dragons were when they lost Normie.
Yeah.
They went on like a fucking 6-something game losing streak. But yeah, it'll be a big test for him. But again, like me and my mate were talking about this the other day. Queensland need to make changes after game 2. That was 38-6 or something like that.
Yeah.
They scored a penalty, like a thingy try.
Yeah.
They just look old, and I know they won game 1, but we didn't have Trebojevic. We had all these new young faces. But this game, I reckon they need to make changes, and like they don't have anyone to pick from.
That's true.
Will Chambers is well past it, I believe, but they've got no centre to. Who are they going to put there? A lot of their forwards are getting on and just don't really add anything. But like me and my mate was saying, like they don't have anyone to choose from.
Yeah.
So I think credit to Kevy
Happy.
for what he's doing, but like, yeah, I'm happy as well. It's about time. Like,
it's been like that for New South Wales the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to have the biggest impact on the game?
It's hard to look past Teddy, Trebojevic, and Pierce, and Maloney as well. Fuck. I think it's going to be one-sided.
I don't see Queensland winning, personally.
From the outside of it, I'm not being biased New South Wales supporter, but I just don't know what they're going to do that can beat after watching game 2.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Cherry Evans as captain? How's he done?
He's trying he had a quiet game 2, but you can tell he's still trying.
Yeah.
I think he's a good captain down at Manly. So, and again, like they got no one else to really pick as a captain in that team. Munster's too much of a hothead, probably.
Yeah, that's true.
Ponga's just coming into the big stage. All their forwards are kind of getting on with age. He's a high-profile player. He's on a lot of money. So I don't know.
Queensland do seem like, when you really think about it, they're just strapped for quality. Well,
And New South Wales are just, I don't know, looking to the future, they're getting better and better. Like Cam Murray's like 22 or something, which is sad. Like it makes me fucking...
yeah, I know.
Payne Haas is 18, 19. He's not even in
They're
the team.
all young.
Look at that. Look,
Cleary's 21.
Latrell is not playing game 3.
Yep.
Payne Haas isn't playing game 3. Who else is there? I don't know. There's a lot of young guys that aren't.
Addo
Carr's young.
Addo Carr's only 23, I think. Travojevic is 22.
Even his brothers.
Jake's 25.
We were looking at the ages the other day, hey?
Yeah, it's insane.
And Maloney's a winner.
Maloney's a winner. That's the thing. Both our halves. But we got Luke Keary, Nathan Cleary.
What's Nathan? 21.
21, yeah. So I think he's our age.
Yeah, our age.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're going to do what they did to us for 10 years.
Yeah.
I think Queensland are just, I don't know what, they got Ponga and Munster and they don't have a hooker. Ben Hunt's playing good footy, but like, they don't have a hooker coming up. Like, we've got so much talent and it's kind of scary for Queensland supporters.
I'm so happy.
And just going back to, so Clemmer obviously wasn't picked originally for game 3.
Yep.
What's your thoughts on that? I mean, he was probably our best forward in game 1.
Yeah, I think it's a big call. I wanted him in there.
Yeah. I think a lot of people did.
Yeah, I would have picked him for sure, 100%. He was in the team for me. But in saying that, it's kind of like a thing for Freddie. Why try and fix something that's not broken?
Why change a winning team?
Yeah.
The old fucking saying. But he's in there now because of Tarek Sims being suspended. Did you see the hit on Michael Morgan?
Yeah, I seen it. It was late. A lot of protection for the ball players in the game at the moment, but
Gus Gould said they're rare. He said something really, it was really good. It's rare that he said that. He said if Michael Morgan gets up and play, let's play on nothing, no penalty, there's no suspension. I don't know, I guess that's just the way the game's run at the moment.
Yep.
I think it is good to protect the ball players, but I mean, fuck. What do you want the forwards to do? Just sit there and let them fucking run around them?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was late, but I don't think it's a 3-week suspension.
Yeah, definitely not 3 weeks.
And then the judiciary, like, George Burgess he deserved it because did you see him argue out to Farah?
Yeah, I seen it.
What did he get, like?
He did that. He got 9 weeks.
9 weeks. I think he's going to be back for finals. But
Well, it was like almost like they looked at that and went, okay, it's 11 weeks to finals. We give him 12 weeks, he's done for the season most likely, or whatever it is. Yeah. And so they've given him 9 weeks, so he's back for finals. So, it's kind of like they took it into consideration when really that's not what they should be thinking about.
Yeah, like Souths are making finals no matter what.
Yeah.
So they can lose George Burgess. They're still making finals.
Yeah.
Whereas then they're going to bring him back. Like, there's no real disadvantage, I don't believe.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, so he got, 9 weeks. And
9 weeks, yeah.
Did you see Josh Maguire's eye gouge? I don't know if it was in State of Origin or it might have been. No, I don't know, it might have been for Cowboys. He eye gouged someone. The opposite player put in a complaint about it.
Yeah.
When it obviously got put on report, he got slapped on the wrist and got a fine.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
That's pretty ridiculous. Was it bad?
There was intent, like it was definitely deliberate, I think.
Burgess one was shocking.
Yeah, it was shocking. But still, like, how can you... And then, like, come back to Tarek Sims, that late shot he gets 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Josh Maguire eye gouges someone and he gets fucking a slap on the wrist and a fine. Like, I don't know, I just think it's wrong.
There's no consistency, eh?
But Tarek thing happened after Maguire, so they might have got roasted because of that. And they're thinking, oh, you know what? But apparently, I've seen Tarek Sims' wife put up a post that it's a real long rant. It's actually a good read. How there's like 3 selectors on the panel of the judiciary. I know 2 of them are Queenslanders. So
conspiracies.
Yeah.
Off topic, I just want to ask you their opinion. Watching Knights versus Warriors the other night, did you see the try that got disallowed for the Warriors?
I don't know what the Ken Mamalo in the corner.
How how does that get by? Like, I was going for the Knights because I like the Knights. And I heard a Knights coach come out after the game saying that, when are we going to start getting a fair go? Or you mentioned something along those lines.
After the Warriors game.
He said something about the refs, and I was sort of like, he's got a fair go in that game for sure. And like even their try after that, where he got got knocked out.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. And they just played on, and he was out cold. He couldn't stand up.
Yeah, and they had that big knockout that the referees got dropped for like early on in the year because they played on. Went down all the way down the field while he's down there fucked up, had to get it on a stretcher.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I know what you mean. There's so many inconsistencies in the NRL at the moment.
It's like, how do you get that wrong?
Well, from one angle you can kind of see like, it's a knock on, but from the other angle his fingers don't leave the ball.
Yeah.
And it went up a try as well.
I can understand it, like, so I think the old rules were you had to have control, and now it's you only have to have downward pressure.
Yeah.
It's like, be consistent with the rules. There was downward pressure, it's a try.
That's like so many years of obstruction, just all that shit, man. I don't know what the touchies do, honestly.
Yeah.
And the bunkers was a $1 million project, and it's fucking useless. So many I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely a try, that Ken one.
Yep. All right. What were you going to say?
I was just going to ask, how do you think Queensland can win?
I think they can.
Obviously, we both are passionate and believe that they're not going to win, but if they do win, what's it going to be from?
I think if they win, they slow the game. Sorry about that. They slow the game down.
Yeah.
And then just make it a real dogfight, a real grudge match.
Yeah.
A lot of just kick for touch. Just really.
It's old school footy, yeah.
Yeah, just not allowing New South Wales to get momentum.
I feel like, actually, that's a nice point. I feel like Queensland are that old style footy. Yeah. Whereas New South Wales are like, they got that fucking Tom, athletic as fuck, Teddy around the ruck. And without Ponga, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on Munster and Ches.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, I think. But their forwards, man, I think New South Wales forwards are a step above. So I honestly can't see Queensland winning. But if they are going to win, like you said, it's going to have to be a dogfight or Munster plays his best game of his life.
Yeah, legit.
What about New South Wales? How are they going to win? Why are they going to win?
They just have to. I think they just have to play with the same confidence they did in game 2.
Yeah.
Just they seemed like they just trusted each other, trusted everyone's ability. And I heard them talk after the game. They were saying, "What did Freddie say different going into this game?" And they said, "Just throw it. Don't be afraid to throw it into space." And I think that's what they did.
Did you see Fergo's cutout?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fuck. That's what I thought of straight away. And I was like, that created heaps of space. I think didn't Adokar go get a line break after that or something?
Cut out again.
See, I think if we do that and just go down to Sydney and play footy, we're gonna win.
We've just got so much speed.
I know, insane speed.
Gaga's good. Oates is good. He's not that quick. Chambers is past it, I believe, and then Michael Morgan is not even a centre, even though he can play there. And we've got Latrell's not playing for one, and he's probably the best centre in the game.
Yeah.
Get Adokar, speed. Tom is just a freak.
Yeah, Tom's a freak.
And who's it? And White, I think he played alright. He's tough.
He did play good. He played a good game
big,
too.
He's good coming out of our end. We're just so stacked for once.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I think all we need to do is just play footy and just complete sets, and we'll win.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Pearce has a blinder and gets man of the match. That'd be a story.
Yeah, that'd be so good. I'd be so happy.
What's your score prediction? Oh, firstly, if you haven't already, go check out our Instagram. Real Talk with the Boys.
Yep.
We've got a giveaway at the moment.
Tag 3 friends, comment your score prediction for the game and who wins, and you get $100 if you're correct.
First person.
So if multiple people get, we're not rich.
But yeah, something different.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your score prediction?
Score prediction. See, I was thinking that New South Wales was going to pile on the points. But you just don't know with Queensland.
Yeah, it's Origin. It's like that next level.
I'm going to go 18-8 to New South Wales, obviously.
Yeah. It's tough. They scored that one penalty try. I'm going to say 26-10.
Yeah.
And put your money on Tedesco first try scorer.
Who's your man of the match tip?
Oh, fuck. Jake Trebojevic, thanks, mate.
Share the news, mate.
Ripped out, chucked 50 on Trebojevic at $34 or something. Got 1,500 back. I was so stoked. Everyone was filthy. They had money on his brother Tom and Teddy.
Tom gets a hat-trick, doesn't get it. That's pretty cool. But still, no, I agree. Jake was good.
Jake played outstanding. But I think Cook.
Just might be good to point out he follows us on Instagram too. So shout out to Jake.
Yeah. I think, who did I say? Cook.
Cook.
I think Cook's going to be back to his best.
Man of the series.
Fuck. Who got man of the match in game 1 for Queensland? Even though it doesn't really matter. Who played good for us? Cook.
Gago man of the match game on.
Yeah, that's right. Cook. Teddy played good. Teddy. It's hard not to say Teddy, but I think he's the most ripped off player in league history. I'm gonna say Teddy. Teddy or Cook. Player of the series.
I'm gonna go Jake. Player of the series.
I like it.
I think it's just safe bet. They seem to love him.
Yeah, it's like everyone forgets about the forwards.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Tom scored 3 tries, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He probably did deserve man of the match.
How good was his poster on Ponga too?
Get off me, bud. Pinpoint kick, but 2 of his tries were put down tries from Tedesco. Teddy broke the line, gave it to him, and then they made another break. But yeah, everyone forgets about the forwards and the dirty work. I mean, obviously, all you see at the end of the thing is who scored and shit. You actually go through it and see who's done. Like Jake made like 30, missed 0 tackles, made 30 tackles, had like 20 hit ups. But yeah,
it's pretty crazy. Like how Tom's come back into the team, and it's almost as if he's a mature player now, but he's still 22. It's like as a fan, we're looking like, oh, Tom's back. He's a seasoned veteran. He's played in the big games before, but he's 22. But like that's just how he plays. He gives you that confidence.
I was reading some stat the other day when he's played for Manly. They're 5-0, like they haven't lost, and then without him, they're 6-4.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
And then it comes back to Origin, bang, wins.
Yeah. He's a freak. What is he, 6'4", and
his impact on games is just crazy.
Yeah.
And he's playing centre. He's not even a centre. He's a fullback.
His backup play, it just seems to.
I think it might change the way centres play because he's just in there looming around, and Fittler's obviously giving him credit to fuck Fittler first of all. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, dropping Latrell.
That's huge. Like I thought it was wrong.
Yeah.
And everyone else obviously gave him a little stick, but it's worked. Like
we won.
Can't
argue with it. I mean, I feel like there's probably something behind the scenes that we don't know about that's also contributed to the axing or dropping, whatever you want to call it. So, but it was at the end of the day, it's a massive call because he's one of those players that can sort of out of nothing just change the game. Like he only needs to be in the game 3 times.
He's like a Tom. He's like a turbo.
He just has to he's so powerful at the line.
Perfect example on the weekend against my Tigers. He had 2 runs in the first half, and then just before half time, makes a line break. They don't score off it, but like 1 touch. So he's had 3 runs in the first half.
Yeah.
Made a line break, and then in the second half, he just carved us.
Yeah.
But like, he's so quiet, whereas I think Tom was always like there. It's like bang, 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 bang. And obviously you need Tom in the team. But I think Latrell will be back next year.
100%. He's just what he can do, just at the snap of his fingers.
But Fittler said he won't be changing a winning team. He said that about game 2, and he said from now on that's the kind of culture he's going to build. So if we win game 3, so we win the series next year, does he? Obviously, there's players in formanship, but he said he's going to pick on loyalty.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's kind of I was listening to Matty John's podcast the other day, and just this is kind of similar. He was talking about the halves and how he stuck with Pearce for such a long time, and he wasn't always necessarily the form half, but because he was up and coming, they wanted to stick with him.
Yeah.
Whereas they didn't. There was probably better options some years, and it's kind of like they were comparing it to Cleary at the moment.
Yeah.
Like Cleary wasn't in that great of form. Not always his fault necessarily. Like Panthers weren't in great form, but we went with him anyways, and didn't really pay off in game 1. It's like could have we went with Pearce? You know, he's playing his best footy at the moment, and Matty Johns also made the point that a lot of playmakers start playing their best footy when they turn 30, and he was talking about Andrew Johns. You know, you talk about that 2005 Origin series, and then you talk about Freddie Fittler. You know, we only seen the end of their career, so because we're young,
Yeah,
they're
that's true.
a little bit before us. But when I can remember when we were watching them, they were freaks. So maybe it is justified to continue with Pearce into next year and Maloney.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like, as a half, you kind of control that and the hooker. They're kind of controlling the team. As a young half, I guess it's hard to come in and you're telling older blokes that have been there for that many years.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why when they get to that age of 30, they play such good footy because they feel like they have the control of the team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just interesting. Like, it'd be hard for a young half to come in, but Cleary was there last year, so
Yeah.
he's kind of got that experience behind him.
He doesn't seem like he seems pretty quiet. Like it doesn't seem like he'd
Yeah,
be
and that's the same as Cody
screaming.
Walker
Yeah.
in game one. Like, and then you see what Maloney in the sheds at half time. He was like, do this, do that. I'll fucking control the thing.
Yeah.
Let's get behind me. We'll win. Like, you kind of need that.
But then you think about it, he's young, so. But what about when JT, Cameron Smith, and all them were coming through? Like
The dominance.
they were young once. They were young early days of but they had Lockyer. They had old players around them that were great that maybe guided them. But in saying that, they were still young and they were still leaders on the park.
Yeah.
So Cleary could still take that role on.
Yeah. I think he needs that, like you said, Lockie was there with JT or Cronk, whoever was there. And then once he left, then Cronk come in and JT's already been there for that long, or vice versa, whoever was first. I think if Maloney sticks it with Cleary, because he obviously needs that, and then once Cleary's matured, then you get, I don't think Cody and two people that are quiet worked in game one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He was quiet. Like, he set up one try, I think. He obviously got subbed, which is pretty harsh, but
yeah.
I mean,
What are your thoughts on dropping of Cody Walker?
Watching the game, he's was the most informed half, so I understand why Freddie picked him. I said on the podcast a few weeks ago that I'd pick him.
Yeah.
But I don't know that, and I guess Latrell and Cordner kind of let him down in defence as well, and Adokar. Like, it wasn't just Cody. I feel like
whole left side was
he
not
copped
that
a
great.
lot of stick for it. But look, him and Latrell got dropped, and then
One game too.
yeah, we win game 2. So I mean, I think Freddie's back to Freddie. Like, I think he's very smart. I don't agree with some of these methods, but it's working. Like, 2 years, and if we win, it's going to be 2 series in a row, something that no one else, Laurie couldn't do for fuck.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess I always come back to my point is, like, Thurston, Cronk, Slater, Smith, they all retire, like all these greats.
And then even but Lockyer beforehand.
Yeah.
And just like the whole team. Inglis.
Yeah.
He was a freak.
Not taking away anything from our current New South Wales team, like, they're fucking killing it.
I think our current New South Wales team would go. They wouldn't.
Big
maybe
call.
Our current New South Wales team in 2 or 3 years, you got Tommy, Cleary, Latrell, all at 25,
Be a good matchup, like the best Queensland team.
and then you still got Jake. Jake's 25. You're still getting
7 good years out
Yeah,
of him, if not more.
We still Clemens. How old's Clemmer? I don't know.
Clemens like 26, 27.
Yeah, so we still got a long time with a lot of these players. And we got some young good forwards like Haas, 18.
He's a freak. He's so big, man. He's probably my favourite player to watch at the moment.
Yeah, he was good on the weekend for the Broncos.
Good to see him get a win. I hate Broncos, but it's always good to see a team that's losing get a dub. Unless it's Roosters.
It was against Sharks, but they're going trash lately.
SJ got axed last, I think it was final 5 minutes. They were down. Like,
I've seen that.
Their coach said that he's lack of trust because he hasn't been closing out games in the past.
Well,
Buzz, they kicked 1 from 5 goals.
they kick all their goals, they win that game.
The week before, I think SJ missed, there was none from 3. Kick the goals.
Sharks. I mean, I'm not too worried about the Sharks. I don't really care about them.
Nah, but it's fucked.
Yeah, Broncos had 3 debutants too. Have you
Yeah.
heard that young Englishman's name? Herbie Farnsworth. What?
Did you see the first try from that Xavier Coates?
Yeah, good try.
Inglis, man.
Did you see the second one, the exact same, got disallowed?
Yeah, I know. I thought it was a try, but
I thought it was a try. Joey was going off about that.
they gave it a try. Like, anyway, back to that bunker.
Yeah. Probably getting a bit long.
Yeah, we'll keep this nice and short and sweet. So in New South Wales,
18. No, what did I say? 18-8.
yeah, and I said 26-10, I think.
26-10. Yeah.
So yeah, go to Instagram, comment if you
Yeah.
want some money.
Follow Instagram. Follow our socials. You just know what to do.
Subscribe, please.
Subscribe. Yeah, we need some subs. We're on all platforms, audio, so you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever.
Leave some comments.
Yeah, comments.
Like
share it with your friends. If you share it with your friends, we're gonna love yous. Put it on your Insta story, and we'll share it on our page.
We do have plenty of videos coming.
Yeah,
it's just editing.
Yeah, laptop issues have. My laptop's just got no space on it because I've got all these podcasts.
We've got a lot of problems at the moment, but I think it's like good. It's a learning curve for it. Like we've been through a lot already in such a short term.
Yeah, once we get past it,
the new setup, I think it's going to help a lot.
Yeah, and also you'll probably see a lot more of these just short, quick podcasts. Me and Bailey just going on a bit of a chat.
We've been told that an hour and a bit's too long, so we're going to try and mix it up.
Yeah, if you we're obviously not going to if it's flowing, we're not going to cut it off. But
our last one was 2 hours.
Yeah. But then
obviously we had to cut it an hour because of our laptops.
And we lost half the audio, which probably wasn't a bad thing because we were getting a bit too drunk.
But there's some really good discussions in that one.
Yeah, real good yarn. That's on the old setup, but it's good quality.
Look forward to that though.
Yeah.
It's got a few guests coming in too.
Yeah, we got Tyrone coming on. We'll just say fuck it.
Yeah, we got Ty coming on.
That's on Sunday. So today is Monday.
Meant to come on tonight, but brushed us.
But yeah.
Yeah. And we've got some girls coming on too, so something different.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.
Let's play one of these. Wait, hold on. Let's play one of these. Like,
I rate it. Yeah, fuck it.
All right, cool.
Thanks, guys.